Hi, I'm Michael Hudson. Thank you for coming to this page today and for taking the time to watch this video. I'm really excited to share this three-part video series with you that I've recently created. Now, to give you a little context, I've created this in response to a common question from my clients, from clients I've worked with who are coaches, who are consultants, who are speakers. You see, across the past 25 years, I've worked with lots of those kinds of people. And at some point in our conversation, some form of this question always emerges. How do I find the right clients? Now, as I probe and learn more, what I often hear about are the frustrating experiences, people expressing the pain that they have when they work with someone who doesn't fit, how difficult it is, how frustrating it is, and how empty it feels. And I say, well, what would the other side look like? And they say, well, it would be like such and such a client. And they describe that client as being a perfect fit for them. And as we probe that further, we learn some details about that. Well, then that gives me a chance to open the door to say, well, okay, how did you connect with that client? Well, it's interesting what I learned. I almost always learn that the messaging was different that they shared with the client they attracted, that they wanted to work with, than it was from the client they attracted they didn't want to work with. I also find that often we're doing things that we've all done. I've done it many times myself, which is they chase the dollars instead of the right person. Now, I'm not saying we don't have to get paid. We're all building businesses, and that's what this is about. But how much better would it feel to know that you were attracting the clients you could best serve? To know that what you were saying in all those situations of life, at receptions, at meet and greets, from the stage, in one-on-one conversations, in calls that you have to discover whether people are actually good people for you to work with, that in all those conversations, you knew your messaging was going to connect. And you knew your messaging was going to connect in the way that let that person know, you know what, I need to raise my hand because I want to work with this person, or no, this is not the person for me. Now, you may be a bit like me and you want to help all of those people, and you struggle with this whole idea of rejecting certain clients. But if we don't reject those clients, we don't have the space for the ones we're here to serve, the ones who need those lessons we've learned from our journey. So this video series is designed to help you map your messaging by incorporating the three critical elements that have to be there so the right clients know that you're the right client, that they're the right client for you, raise their hand, and reach out to engage with you. And so that the wrong clients say no. And you say, well, what do I do about those people that don't fit? Well, here's an interesting thing. Most of us in this space know the other people who do the same kind of work we do. So you refer them to the person that you believe would be a better fit for them. Now you've fulfilled that need you have to serve and to be helpful, but you've made yourself a path that lets you avoid spending your time not getting the results you seek to get with the clients you're serving. And you get more of these people who raise their hand and say, you're for me, showing up. Because see, two things happen. When we get clear on our messaging and how we're going to share it, and we own it in our brains, it comes out consistently in a way that others hear it, and then they begin to share it. So we actually gain leverage. In fact, I would argue that one of the places most of us lose leverage is we're too inconsistent in what we say about what we do. Now, this is not about an elevator speech. This is not about a sales pitch. But this is a framework that when you put these three things into your messaging will work in emails. It will work in conversations. It will work in phone calls. It will work on Zoom chats. So I don't know about you, but I think it's time to get started. Let's dive into these videos. All you need to do to get started is go below this video, enter your name and email address, and I'll send you a series of emails that share the links with you. And in each email, I'll share some tips on how you can actually take action on what's being taught in that particular video. I also make this promise to you. I will not send you lots of emails. I will not spam you. I simply will share things with you that will help you over time. And you can always opt out at any point in time. So thank you for coming today. Please go below, put in your name and your email address. Let me have the privilege of sharing these three videos with you so you can start getting the right people to raise their hands to want to work with you and start making sure you don't waste time with the people who you shouldn't be working with.